Well, blessings to you as we come to you with your daily encouragement for Tuesday. And we are on the top of page 48. Yesterday we talked about praying the cursing psalms, but we can only have that standing through Christ. And here's the other one we can only have through Christ is the innocent psalms. Dietrich writes, he says, "Can we, with the psalmist, call ourselves innocent, devout, and righteous? We dare not do so insofar as we are ourselves. We cannot declare our virtue as the prayer of our own perverse heart. But we can and we should do so as a prayer out of the heart of Jesus Christ, that was sinless and clean, out of the innocence of Christ, in which he has given us a share by faith. Insofar as Christ's blood and righteousness have become our beauty, our glorious dress, we can and we should pray psalms of innocence as Christ's prayer for us and a gift to us. These psalms too belong to us through him." Once again, as we said yesterday, my judgment might not be righteous, but God's judgment is. And so we stand against the judgment or the things of this world that are contrary to God. We stand in righteous judgment, not by our own ability, but by the ability of Christ. We also stand in innocence because we have had our righteousness traded for Jesus' innocent righteousness. And so from that sake, we too can declare ourselves innocent through Christ. Now, both of those things are the reminder of, just as when it says in the prayers, if you say in faith, move this mountain, it will happen. It's not about our will being done. In fact, if we do it by our will, we'll look like a fool. But if we do it in the will of God, we look like God's representative. And that's where he gets into know where your power source is. Now, some would argue that I'm going too far with baptism, or that Lutherans go too far with baptism. It's a human act, but no, before it's a human act, it's a divine act. It's a divine commandment. It is the way that God reconstitutes us, makes us born again. And so we stand in its power, not by our power. Its birth of innocence, not our birth, because we were not born innocents. We were not born innocent. We were born children of wrath. We were born children who needed to be born again. And so both of these teach us how to pray the Psalms of Judgment and the Psalms of Innocence. As we said, the Psalms of Judgment, imprecatory, a new word for me too. The Psalms of Innocence we can only do through Christ. And once again, it might not be everyone's cup of tea. In fact, they are difficult psalms. Many of the psalms are difficult because we have tried to overcome some of those judgments that are impure in our own hearts. But if we pray it through God, through Jesus Christ, we have a different perspective, a new hope, a new way of living. And that, my friends, is good news. The question is, are you and I going to be able to live it or not? Are we going to be able to pray it or not? Let's go on with Bonhoeffer on these two areas, because I think he has a good message for us of why we still need the Psalms. Take care. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow as we continue our study in Life Together.